All right, I don't like it. You don't like it, but it's a fact. It is mosquito season. Did you know if you're bitten by a mosquito, it's a female? They need the proteins in their blood to make the eggs.
They also need somewhere to lay those eggs. And the wet weather can make your home a breeding ground. But as News 5's Katie Houston tells us, some bugs are surprisingly good, while we know others, not so much.
Especially when it's raining like this, you want to make sure you're not raising your own mosquitoes in your backyard.
Dump out all the standing water around your home. That's where mosquitoes love to lay their eggs. And there are 4 mosquito-borne diseases that may occur locally in Ohio, including the West Nile virus. Mosquitoes are blood feeders, and they are drawn to us like moths to a flame.
Natural selection has delivered them a sensory system that allows them to track the carbon dioxide from our breath.
That is Professor Mark Willis, an entomologist at Case Western Reserve University. He's helping us sort through common summertime bugs we find at home as either harmful, harmless, or helpful. He called mosquitoes harmful because, as you heard him say, they feed on us and they can transmit disease. Some other ones, though, might surprise you.
Most of the insects that share our homes with us are mainly harmless.
First up, spiders, which are arachnids, not insects. Mark says a lot of species have adapted to live with us, and most are harmless. In fact, he calls them helpful.
Although spiders definitely creep some people out, they're there because they're eating other things in your house that you probably don't want there.
The house centipede has a high creep factor too, but
they categorize as helpful.
Mark says they're nocturnal predators that, like spiders, are important to our home's ecology.
They're hunting down other things in your basement or in the dark corners of your house.
What about harvestmen and cellar spiders, both commonly referred to as daddy long legs? Mark says they're different kinds of arachnids, both helpful, but the cellar spider is more predatory, hunting insects in your basement.
I don't think I've ever experienced a harvestman inside the house.
The ants go marching one by one, hurrah.
Ants. He calls them a nuisance, except for carpenter ants.
Literally the biggest ants that you will see.
He says they're harmful. They love wood, and it is bad news if you find them in your house. Which leads us to getting rid of all these bugs. If they're bugging you.
You use a glass, put it over the top.
He champions catch and release.
You can walk over to the window or the open door and just release it.
No harm, no foul, right? And we talked about several other kinds of bugs too, and the incredible way you can get rid of clothes moths. It blew my mind. That part of our interview is a web exclusive, and you can find it right now on the News 5 app. Katie Houston, News 5.